knows Nick knows that he's a very purposeful young man. He doesn't do anything without really thinking it through. So when he called me from Wake and said, "Mom, I started dating a girl," I was like, okay, that sounds great. You know, he's not someone who just dates anyone. And then he calls me a couple weeks later and says, "Mom, I want to bring a girl home." So he brings Calle in. She's got 1,000-watt smile. She's just full of energy, and how do you not immediately gravitate towards her? So maybe 15, 20 minutes later, I realized I wasn't losing a son, but I was gaining a girl in my house, finally. I have a little nickname for Calle. I call her the cruise director because she can organize his life. She can make his life better. I just sit back and watch, and she's brought so much to Nicholas's life, and I couldn't be happier. So, to Nick and the cruise director.
Welcome all to this joyous day as we celebrate Calle and Nick and witness them join their lives in marriage.
It is often said that it is love that makes the world go round. However, without doubt, it is friendship which keeps our spinning existence on an even keel. True friendship nurtures our hopes, supports us in our disappointments, and encourages us to grow to our best potential. Bride and groom came together as friends. Today they pledge to each other not only their love, but also the strength, warmth, and most importantly, the fun of true friendship.
Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like a tide. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are open, free to be who they really are.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over being in love has burned away. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they have found that they find one tree and not two.
With much joy, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Nikki, you may kiss your bride. I am pleased to present for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Naguli.
Calle, went to Berkeley. The tennis coach comes up and talks to us because I have to tell you the story. We had a very important match and we needed Calle to play, but she had Melodiva's concert to do. According to the coach, Callie said, no problem. I'll just have to beat her in 45 minutes. 30 minutes later, she was singing her heart out, and Mel D was after her victory on the tennis court. So the tennis coach told me that. So let's go. The first time we met Nick, we're out tubing, and a tsunami wave came from nowhere. I don't know where it came from. I look back. I see Nick, look, there's no Callie. I see Robbie, look. They look at each other, big, huge high five. That's when I knew. I love you guys both dearly, and I've been waiting for this night. Congratulations.
Since we could both remember, Nicky's mind was set solely on success. At the ripe age of 6 years old, he wanted to become a portfolio manager.
From half-calf socks to peacoats and loafers, this man's changed.
He called us saying he was going skydiving. I replied with, yeah, and I'm a neurosurgeon. Cut the shit, man.
They constantly find ways to enjoy life, but that's what makes these two a perfect couple.
Callie, we love you very much. There is absolutely no one else we would want Nick to marry.
Now please, everyone sitting down, raise a glass. As Mike and I give Nick and Callie a thumbs up.
We're moving up. Can't get enough. Keep going higher, higher. Can't stop that fire, fire. We're moving up. Yeah, we're moving up.
First of all, congrats to my big sister and Nick on getting married. It's honestly still wild to me how Nick was your first boyfriend. You just picked one guy and now you're married. I'm so excited to see all the amazing memories you and Nick will make together. Nick, I'm so grateful that you're officially family now and excited for you and Callie to thrive. So here's to my sister and her first and last boyfriend.
We're moving up. Can't get enough. Keep going higher, higher. Can't stop that fire, fire. We're moving up. Yeah, we're moving up.
I remember meeting Nick during Callie's freshman year at Wake at the Chainsmokers concert. And instantly I thought, oh no, she's in trouble. And I was right, but in the very best way. Nick, I love you so much. And not just because you're marrying my sister. So here's to love, to laughter, and to forever. Cheers to the Niguliks.
We're moving up.